welcome to Trojan Talk. I'm your host, Aaron Taylor. Today, we're going to be talking about the ISCO Festival, and with me today is Brianna Moore and Clio Phan, here to talk about the ISCO Festival and ISCO and all these fun activities that have to do it. But for folks that are uninitiated, because it's been a while since there's been an ISCO Festival, tell us, what is the ISCO Festival and what is it all about?
So our club is called the International Student Cultural Organization Club, and every year around the fall semester we have this big huge festival which represents like the coming together of different cultures here that are present on campus. So essentially that's basically what ISCO Festival is, the coming together of cultures to celebrate and to enjoy good food.
And good food, and that's one of those fun things is having the food and having the fun and having the entertainment. And before we get into some of those details about all of that, now as an international student, tell me a little bit, Clio, about what it means for international students to be able to share their culture with their American neighbors and their fellow students here on campus.
So this is actually my 5th year in America. So I've been sharing my experience for 5 years. So even though there are just like some minor things in like daily life, it really has been fun just to exchange what your life has been, but what my life has been. And it's really interesting to hear like different perspective and like how culture impacts the way we do things. And that's what I've been doing for like my daily life. But for the ISCO Festival, I think that a lot of students don't have the opportunity to talk with people from other places, and this is like when I feel like we can come together and talk more about that.
And once again, you can talk about that, but you learn about other cultures in a fun way.
Yes.
And I know I've been to plenty of ISCO festivals in the past, and one of my favorite elements, besides the food, is the fact that you get to see international students performing in their native languages and doing some of their own native like performances. And so how significant is that for students to be able to share their native culture through like song, dance, performance, or something like that?
I think it's one thing that a lot of students are doing traditional things, and it's just their way of representing themselves and their people. But at the same time, for me, I'm also performing, but I'm doing K-pop, which is not really my culture. But when I decide to create the group that I create, it's more of an opportunity for other international students to do what they want, like what they want to show the people. And in my group, there are Chinese, Japanese, Koreans, and Vietnamese. So we are from all over the place doing this one thing. That is not particularly from our culture, but it's a way to show ourselves and just a way for them to have fun.
And not to mention show the different cultures coming together. And that's what I was about to ask, Brianna, how, as an American that's involved with all this, because a lot of people don't think of an American as being in an international student club, but this has got to open up your eyes to other cultures and other experiences just being a part of the organization.
Yes, I've made so many good friends from like all over the world in this organization that we can keep up with for years on end, very like meaningful friendships. But I've also like extended like my knowledge and my worldview based just in Troy, Alabama, in this organization. So I really appreciate ISCO for that.
And let's talk a little about the festival itself. What can folks expect out of the festival? If they pick up a ticket, and we'll talk about how to get tickets in a little bit, what can they expect if they come the night of the festival?
So the night of the festival, we're going to have different types of entertainment. Some people singing, some people playing traditional types of instruments. Clio and her team are going to be doing like a K-pop dance and basically showing off like cultures and just coming together and a lot of different fun things in very artistic and performative ways.
And a meal.
And a meal.
You don't want to forget the meal, because that's one of the things, the selling points is you also get to experience some international cuisine as well, correct?
Yes, we have a lot of different international cuisine. I think we're going to have about like 6 courses.
Buffet style.
What?
It's a buffet style.
Yeah, it's going to be buffet style, so you can get as much as you want. But yeah, we're also going to be selling a recipe book from those what we sell at the ISCO Festival as well.
So all of that incorporated, all this international fun and activity. But if somebody wants to go, they got to get tickets, right? How can somebody get some tickets?
So you can get tickets, either talk to an ISCO executive member, or you can hit us up on our Instagram page, which is ISCO_Troy_U. And you can also go to the TC tables, which we're going to be selling from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at TC. until the day of the festival, actually.
And it's a pretty hot ticket, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, like usually it sells out before the night of,
Yes.
but if there are tickets at the door, someone might be able to pick one up, but you don't
Yes.
recommend that, right?
I don't recommend it. That we had about 250 tickets, and we're already like down like 91
Yes.
left.
And
So-
the tickets are selling really fast. We are even thinking, like, considering like upping the tickets
Yeah.
because of how many people are signing up.
And of course, because of the fact that it's been a while since there's
2
been an
years,
ISCO Festival,
yeah.
2 years, so an opportunity to get back before we go. When and where is it going to be?
So it's gonna be in the TC ballrooms. It's gonna be at 6 p.m., but the doors open at 5:30.
And what day?
Oh, November 16th on Wednesday.
Wednesday, November 16th. Opportunity to get some international flavor and some international flavor out of some, maybe some K-pop there. So I want to thank both of you for joining us today, and good luck with this year's festival.
Thank
you
you.
so much.
And thank you for joining us on today's edition of Trojan Talk.